This small Jeep from Jurassic Park is off and on its way with a very bizarre fella running behind them, and big air there over the kicker. That soapbox literally took off, and again. Oh, look at that! Watch this. Bounce and then, oh, took off. There was no way a soapbox was going to manage to land that heavily. They're students from Lausanne, they're studying sport. They love skiing, they love that kind of thing, those adrenaline sports, so they should be perfectly suited here today. There's the on-board shot from inside the soapbox. It's nice and bright, this one, and it's picking up a fair deal of speed. Almost managed to clear that middle section. Here we go through the chicane. Oh, not through the chicane. There are certain parts of the circuit where you have to apply the brakes. Co-pilot behind pilot, and we'll see how this works. They've made the soapbox for the people in the home, and they're cheering them on today, hoping they can do well. Oh, he's lost his balance in the front. He nearly went there. He's managed to get back in. The water nearly chucked him out altogether. He even managed to hang on to the sunglasses, but he's gone now. Sunglasses hanging on, and look at that, straight through the chicane. You can hear the jet, and we'll see whether the water jets are working, and not too much in the way of dry ice. 10 for the performance. Oh, he's gone already, has he? Yeah, he's gone. Wow. Team GRIPEN light was an absolute shambles. The person you can see laying there is supposed to be the steak. So there we go. We've got a piece of steak laying on the top. So off we go. They aren't the pilot's legs, by the way. That's an optical illusion. He's not laying like that. So down towards the water. Really steady through there. This one needs a lot more speed than we're seeing at the moment. Very steady through the chicane, but we've lost the stake. Oh, he's gone. We've lost one of the fellas. He's behind. Look, there he is. There he is. This is becoming very difficult to steer, very difficult to drive. That might be better. He needs a push. Over the bone shaker. I don't think the piece of steak is supposed to be in front of the pilot at this stage. And over the wedge to finish. And they're already wobbly. Off down the ramp at the beginning. Concentration etched on the face of Dominic, the pilot, as he gets over the kicker. And then the water, and he's lost it, and he's out. This is where it all went wrong. The wheels have gone there, look, left and right, and then as it goes, bang. Looking for some crowd inspiration at the start. 23 for the performance, and off they go. Team Asphalt KILLA. Looking for someone to really take a strong hold of this competition. That was big air over the kicker. That's as good as we've seen over there. And over the water too. A little bit bouncy, but the pilot there, Andrea, managing to keep it going. Here we go through the chicane. Oh, ooh, up on two wheels through there and then over on the other side. That's where it went wrong, through the chicane. So we've got a teacher and a carpenter on the team, and they both like ROADRUNNER, and they're over the kicker. Where's the water feature? Nice through there, nice and fast through there. Maybe not the best view that we've seen for a pilot today. Oh, he's lost it through the chicane. The straw bales and the design of the soapbox have actually helped him, though, because it's flipped it back up again. The fact it's so high meant that it caught the top of the bales and back up, and he can carry on. Real stroke of luck there for Team ACME ROADRUNNER. Over the bone shaker, the soapbox just about holding together. Not quite sure how much the pilot can see. They're over the wedge anyway. Off we go, 29 for the performance. And the day before this event, they had no wheels for the soapbox. Let's hope they've got wheels by the end of it. 2 small ones at the front, 2 big ones at the back, safely over the water. And they are flying at the moment. Through the chicane. No problem through there. He's doing a good job here, Andreas, the pilot. Here's the bone shaker. Everything's still together. Down towards the wedge. And over the wedge and over the finish line in 49.78. sharp and pointy at the front. Does that mean it's going to be fast? Over the kicker. Needs more speed than this. Over the water. Now, not too bad. The man at the back finding it hard to stay in. Through the chicane. Now they've got the bone rattler coming after this one. Building up some speed over the bone rattler. Over the bone rattler we go. Oh, he's lost it! Very strange looking soapbox. You sometimes wonder when they sit down with a pen and a piece of paper and they start drawing it, what's in their head. He's managed to avoid the kicker, but he's not managed to avoid crashing. Has he? Look at him here, wow! Well, he's gone in the end. He's missed the kicker and then nearly rolled it anyway. He's enjoying it. Right, over the water. Lost part of it. A large part of it. Down we go towards the chicane. Very, very slow and deliberate through there. Right, here we go now towards the Swiss chocolate bone rattler. He's going to avoid that as well. Come on, you've got to get over the jumps. What's happening here? He can't miss the wedge. He's got no choice. Over the wedge we go. Creativity, performance, and the run itself, the three ways you are judged and rewarded here in Red Bull Soapbox. And there's the kicker to get things underway. They say they hate the brakes as they go through the water feature for the first time. The water feature paying homage to stunning Lake Geneva, which is nearby. It's nice and quick at this stage, this one. A little bit reckless through there, but that doesn't matter. Moving down now towards the Swiss chocolate bone rattler for the first time. 1, 2, 3, no problem. Now they can see the finish. They've got the Swiss cheese, the wedge to go over, and then they can slam the brakes on. Oh, out he goes at the finish. Mathieu, who describes himself as a madman, is the pilot, and Carlo, as a butcher, is the co-pilot. This one is built to be strong. Big, sturdy wheels. A little bit narrower at the front than it is at the back. Streamlined, might be quick. You'd expect it to be strong enough as well, wouldn't you, through the water. Here's the chicane. Really slow through there. Now they've got to pick up some speed. If they can keep it smooth and keep it gathering momentum down the track, they could be okay. They're nice and quick at the finish in 43.74. That's a really good time. And off goes the gigantic roller skate down the track. Here we are towards the kicker. And we are over there. It's good on the eye, this one, isn't it? They put a lot of work into this. It's probably just as treacherous trying to skate down behind it. Through the water. Now we move down towards the chicane, which will pose a problem. This is a very big soapbox, one of the biggest ones we've seen today. Oh, the skater's gone. I thought that might be an issue. Here's the chicane. That's okay. Now the bone shaker. Trying to build up some speed into this one. 1, 2, 3. They're okay there. Heading down towards the finish. They've got the wedge to do, the piece of Swiss cheese. They're over the line, 55.64. This one's big and bulky at the top of the start ramp. And I am absolutely certain there'll be hardly anything left on the table by the time they get to the bottom. Here's the first test, then the kicker. And they are over. The design is 1 wheel at the front, 2 at the back. That's what they've gone for. Here's the water. Okay through there. So far, so good for this team. Can they be kings of Lausanne here today in the Red Bull Soapbox Race? The chicane is difficult for this soapbox because it's so wide, but they're through it and safe and on their way towards the bone shaker. Over the Swiss chocolate. Down towards the finish line. They will have a look at the time. I don't think it's going to be fast enough. Over they go. There are quite a few potential banana skins on the way down for these guys. Here we go to approach the kicker. First of the jumps on the course. A little bit nervous on landing, wasn't he? Now the water. Okay through there, very bouncy through there. Get rid of the number. Don't have that in your eyes. You can't see if that's in the way. Through that little tight chicane there. Managing to keep it together. Moving down towards the bone rattler. Oh, yep, he's okay through there as well. There's the finish. Here we go, arm in the air, over the wedge, put the brakes on, and thank you very much. So off they go, 23 for the performance, and he already wants some cheers from the crowd. 40,000 here today, fantastic. Great to see so many people out in Lausanne watching the Red Bull Soapbox Race, and he's safely over the first obstacle, the kicker. Here's the water. I think the wheels might well have gone there on the water. Those two front wheels have splayed out, look at it. It's being pushed down by the weight from the back. The front wheels are gone. So has any hope of a fast time here for this team. He's doing remarkably well, though, to get it through the chicane and keep it moving. Here's the bone shaker, which could well finish the wheels off. Yep, no surprise there. The writing was on the wall, wasn't it? He's still going, though. I'll give him 10 out of 10 for battling here. Can they get over the wedge and get to the finish line? No! Look at the length of this soapbox. 24 for the performance. I can't recall seeing many soapboxes this long. And of course, the back moves a little bit differently to the front, which also makes it difficult. Here's the kicker. No, this is going to be difficult. So let's have a look what they do here over the water. That's a little better because it was slower. Well, maybe not a little better because it was slower. They'd not really thought about the fact that when the front goes one way, the back goes the other. Okay, now we've got the chicane. This could be a real adventure. Just about, yeah, we're okay through there. Okay, now we've got the bone rattler. No. Watch this, look. The back can't go where the front wants to go.